One of the most popular questions I see is, what type of heat press do I need? Sublimation printing has revolutionized the way we personalize everyday items, adding a touch of creativity. One of the key tools in the sublimation process is a heat press, a versatile machine available in various types to cater to different substrates. There are thousands of different heat presses to choose from, and it can be overwhelming. We'll give you a few key points to look for to help narrow down your search. In this video, we'll explore the two types of heat presses, flat presses and specialty presses, such as tumbler, mugs, all that good stuff. First, we'll discuss size. It's the most important factor in choosing a heat press that's compatible with your goals and printer. If you only have an 8.5 by 11, a 16 by 20 inch heat press is quite the waste. The most popular sizes are 12 by 12, 12 by 15, 15 by 15, and 16 by 20. Of course, you can get heat presses such as the George Knight Triton that go all the way up to 54 inch by 108 inch, but they're usually around $50,000. Most beginners settle on a nice multi-press or something like the Tussey 15 by 15 that's usually under $200 and is a great start and will get you most of the way for where you want to go. Power is a major concern with the heat press. You need to make sure your space has adequate power to actually use the heat press without the risk of electrical issues. A 16 by 20 inch is around the largest you can usually do without needing a dedicated circuit. For more information, please see the specs on the heat press you're interested in. Let's go over a few features that will be useful along your sublimation journey. The first awesome feature that I want to cover is a slide-out bottom platen. This makes loading shirts and other items much easier and reduces the likelihood of burning your knuckles. If you've ever used a heat press before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This also makes loading and unloading a breeze. The next feature is air assist. Some of the higher-end heat presses use a system of airbags to help regulate and press for you. This allows you to precisely adjust pressure on the fly and have ultra-consistent pressure. It's also much easier on your body than cranking on a handle all the time. Lastly, let's talk about auto-loading. Some heat presses, such as the George Knight Triton, has multiple platens and you can cycle them in and out automatically. This allows you to actually load one platen while pressing the other, giving you a higher efficiency. Quality is a major purchasing point when getting a press. You want a press that gives a stable, accurate temperature. In addition, you want a good build quality too. In my opinion, some of the best on the market are the George Knight brand heat presses. While they're out of the budget for most beginners, I feel like they're the Rolls-Royce of heat presses. There are some budget brands that make good, reliable heat presses as well. My little Tussey has been doing really good for about 4 years now with thousands of presses and still heats accurately and quickly and still has a good firm press. A related item to quality is support. They usually go hand in hand. You'll want to purchase from a company that stands behind their product. Most heat presses offer some sort of warranty. Make sure you thoroughly understand the warranty and how to get support before buying a heat press. Now let's talk about the various kinds of heat presses. Typically, when we're talking kinds of heat presses, we're talking about flat presses and also specialty presses such as a hat press, a tumbler press, and so on. Flat presses are the workhorses of sublimation, and they're also what people think of when they hear heat press. These allow crafters to imprint vibrant designs on a variety of flat surfaces such as t-shirts, mouse pads, and more. Even though it sounds like you're limited to flat objects, that actually tailors to the majority of what you're doing is going to be flat objects. I know a lot of people will get into mugs and tumblers and all that, but most of the time I'm using my flat heat press for t-shirts and things like that. So you'll definitely want to invest in a high quality flat press. Now, with that being said, I have specialty presses divided up into two categories essentially. Drinkware presses, which are meant for drinkware, shot glasses, mugs, steins, and tumblers primarily. There are a ton of these on the market. You can find them all over Amazon and everywhere else. With that being said, I feel like the Macaru or the Sublifun both provide an incredible value. And as always, I'll link in the description where you can find these. These are the ones that I own and use, and I feel like they're a great product. They make it super easy to do, and it keeps you from using an oven, which can be hit or miss. The second type of heat press I want to discuss is a hat press. These are meant primarily for hats, caps, beanies, that kind of thing. I recently reviewed a VEVOR hat press and was very thrilled with it for a budget level hat press. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description where you can find that as well. Also, it's worth mentioning that combo presses exist, and they combine a flat press with multiple attachments, such as a hat press, tumbler press, and all that, to yield a lot more versatility and flexibility than a standard flat press. I've had experience with the VEVOR 8-in-1 and was pleasantly surprised. If you get the 15x15, that'll give you the tools to basically do everything you should be wanting to do starting out. And overall, it's a good value, and it's about the same as a quality flat press, so it's definitely worth trying, especially as a first piece of equipment. In conclusion, choosing the right heat press is a crucial step in the sublimation process. Whether you're working with flat surfaces, mugs, tumblers, each type of heat press offers unique features that enhance the crafting experience. Experiment with different settings, materials, and designs to unlock the full potential of your equipment. As always, we'll have links in the description where you can find all the products mentioned in this video. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more sublimation content. Also, feel free to check out the other videos in our Sublimation for Beginners series on YouTube.